and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. Y'all, we have 800 subs. Woo! And we got super thanks on, so you know. But we are here to talk about episode 9 of Baddies Midwest. And y'all, before I go into this, let me just say I got an unpopular opinion. I actually like Pretty P. So yeah, I just had to say that. So, you know, if y'all want to exit out now because I said that, then, you know, I understand. I don't want to clickbait y'all. But it's like, I actually like her. So, yeah. Let's talk about it. Okay, so this episode starts with Rolly and Slim. And it's like, oh my... Yo, I didn't even have to watch these fights in slow motion. It's like, Rolly... Slim got heart. I'll just say that. Rolly won, but Slim won the integrity. She got heart. Because, first of all, Biggie sit here and she talking about, oh, I want her to keep giving up. It's like Mariah 2.0. Like, okay, but at least Slim or Mariah, what Mariah said, get in the paint. Biggie, you don't do that unless you know. So it's just like, don't even speak on people like fighting and not giving up, because that's like a right... That's like a definitely a wrong messenger type thing. So it's like, Biggie, I don't ever want to hear Biggie in her confessional talking about fighting. It's like, girl, because you don't, that's not even your forte, and you don't even do that, and you definitely don't have the heart to do it like 5 rounds in a row. So girl, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You don't need to be telling people about fighting, honey. You too scary for that. So yeah, just continue to sit in the corner and, you know, just watch. But speaking on it, no ma'am, like, don't do that to us. Thank you, baby. But yeah, Rolly done dragged Slim like 5 times. Slim in her confessional like, I think I won 2 of those rounds, and I think I'm one of the only people that held their own against Rolly. It's like, okay, girl, if you think that, like, okay, like, let's not mess up her. Like, if I were to lose a fight too and get beat up 5 times, I'll put in my head to hype myself up too, like, you know. Like, so I understand, girl, I understand. But you have Rolly speaking on Slim's deceased family members. You got Slim speaking on Rolly's son. So it's just like, it was just a whole bunch of low blows being thrown. Rolly sitting here talking about Slim being on drugs. And y'all know lies, Slim does give recovered crackhead to me. So the rumor of her being on drugs, it's not like, oh, this girl's on drugs. It's like, Slim does give like retired crackhead to me. Like, no lie. However, Miss Executive Producer Natalie Nunn, she just says that her loyalty her loyalty lies with Rolly. So even though she can make the decision to give Slim the okay to stay or not, she's not going to do that unless Rolly is comfortable or uncomfortable with it. So basically, you know, it depends on Rolly, and Rolly's not gonna let Slim stay. So it's just like, yeah. But honestly, I respect Natalie for that, because as messy as Natalie is, she could have easily just been like, because her bringing Slim here was her being messy, but because she only just bought Slim here so Slim can get beat up by Rolly. And apparently, I forgot this happened, like on Baddies South, Slim jumped into the fight with her and Rolly, and that's when Natalie fired her. And not like Natalie was gonna fight Slim. So it's like, Slim shows up every audition talking about she ready to fight, she gonna be on Baddies, she wanna fight Natalie, and woo 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 woo. But not like Natalie was gonna do anything, because of course it's Natalie. If Slim would have ran up on Natalie, it's like, okay, cool. But Natalie was never going to run up on Slim to get her revenge. So it's like, duh, she does have issues with Rolly. Okay, so let me fly her out so she can get beat up by Rolly. Yeah. And then I'm going to leave the decision up to Rolly. That way, I can say that it's not up to me. And then everybody knows I'm cool with Rolly, and Rolly and I've been cool for the past, you know, seasons or whatnot. We developed a bond. So now people can understand that I just didn't want this whole Slim thing to be on my hands. So it's just like Rolly was able to get her revenge and do her big one, and then I can leave the decision up to her. So now we can just be done with Slim. Like, Natalie, I see what you did here. Like, you just didn't want any of this on you. Because not like Natalie was in the back talking about, you jumped in our fight. It's like, Natalie, she is kind of narcissistic. So she does care about the fact that Slim put hands on her and didn't apologize. But yeah, she wanted Rolly to kind of do her dirty work, and she didn't kind of want to be blamed for it. So it's just like, yeah, she kind of brought Slim down here to get beat up and have Rolly send her home so she wouldn't have to do it. So it's like she got 3 birds killed with 1 stone. So it's just like, Natalie, good for working, you know, around that. Like, good for you, good for you. Slim talking about she feel like she was fighting security. Her fingernail is actually chipped in half. So it's just like, even for her to see her and be like, yeah, I got 2 of those rounds, it's like, it's looking like those chances were slim to none on, you know, you winning those fights. Because yeah, girl, yo, I told myself I wasn't gonna be messy this episode, but I had to point this out. Throughout that fight, Dolly had to say something about it. She was like, well, you know, what if apologizing and this, and it was just like, girl, shut up. This don't got nothing to do with you. This is not your fight. This happened 12 seasons ago. Like, when I saw her mouth moving and her arms, I was just like, nobody on this side of the couch should be speaking on this situation right now. Just watch with your eyes, watch Rolly beat up Slim, and y'all talk about it later. It's like, y'all don't know Slim, y'all just met Rolly, so it's like y'all just hearing bits and pieces of what's going on and whatnot. Like, y'all just stay out of it, like, for real. Like, that really irritated me. Like, Dolly, shut up. Like, I know your thing is to jump into things that don't have anything to do with you so you can have something to talk about in your confessionals and whatnot, but this is 100% nothing to do with you. So it's like, yeah, girl, just sit back, look cute, and relax. Thank you, honey. So then Natalie, Jayla, Scotty, and Rolly talk, and they agree that, you know, Aardvark was kind of doing too much and whatnot, and they also agree that Biggie being there would have made things worse. And honestly, I agree, because even though Biggie wasn't going to do anything, it's like they would have just argued back and forth, and it's just like, yeah, I agree. Keep her home too. Like, it's kind of messed up, like I said, that they kind of didn't want Biggie to kind of like say her piece and squash her piece, but it's just like the fight already happened with Diamond, and it seemed like Aardvark had that on her mind anyways to do that, and Biggie being there just would have made it 2 fights instead of 1. So it's just like, yeah, no lie, I agree. They also talk about the Slim situation, and Rolly says she has no intentions on being cool with Slim again after everything that happened. So it's just like, it seems like Slim was kind of looking for some reconciliation, but all that is dead with Rolly. So it's just like, yeah, Slim, I get that you want your friend back, but you done messed up, girl. So it's like, yeah, no, you can dead that. So afterwards, Natalie tells them that they're having a barbecue, and they're just like, girls, is it a barbecue or a barbecue? And Natalie's just like, no, we're having a barbecue. And it's just like, girl, whatever. Because Scotty's just like, because we didn't get any food at the brunch that you was talking about yesterday. And Natalie's just like, oh, girl, shut up. And it's just like, nah, I'll be saying that too. Like, we ain't get no food. So Jazz, Pretty P, Big Lex, and Summer talk, and Jazz, you know, and Summer try to talk out their things, but y'all, no lie, this whole Summer picking with Jazz thing is getting kind of old to me. Like Jazz said, we fought 5 times. How many times are you gonna keep fighting me over some BS? And no lie, I wouldn't say Summer is jealous of Pretty P, because I really don't know what Jazz has that Summer doesn't have, but it does kind of give some type of, like, she just picking with her, and it's just like, for what? It's like, you already done fought the girl 5 times, none of y'all are winning the fight, so it's just like, you might as well just give it up. Go to the next person that want to be on that type of time with you, because it's like, it's not, y'all's storyline is not entertaining anymore, Summer, and you just messing with her, and you literally look like you just bullying somebody, because you messing with somebody that don't want to be messed with, and you messing with somebody that's telling you, bro, leave me alone, I don't have no beef with you, you're getting on my nerves, and you're just poking the bear. And it's just like, yeah, like I'm over it. Then Big Lex and Jazz tell the girls what happened at brunch, and Pretty P feels some type of way about it, because she like, oh no, anytime I try to fight Diamond, it's an issue. And now, you know, she go and she sling on Aardvark, and it's just like, okay, Pretty P, like I don't know what I thought she was about to say, but I didn't think she was gonna say that, because it's just like, yeah, DTB, like you always gonna be hurt when I want to fight you, but you always want to fight everybody else. So it's just like, yeah, honey, like what's tea? And you know, I like that. So no lie, y'all like Pretty P. And throughout the midst of that, Tinkerbell comes in and she's just like, okay, does anybody have any issues with me? And Pretty P's just like, girl, you know, been there, done that, we fought, and now I just want to fight DTB because she snuck me when I was fighting you. And Tinkerbell was just like, oh, okay, like, you know, I can respect that, that's cool, but I'm gonna tell my girl what's going on that you want to fight her. Pretty P just like, girl, I do not care, you can tell her, but just know that I sent the message, and tell the person at the message that's supposed to be receiving the message that I'm coming for her. And it's just like, okay, yeah, Baddies made less, I like it. Then we go to Biggie being mad because I guess Jaden has her glam team or whatever in there, and Biggie's just like, oh, your people is in my house, But honestly, even though I was annoyed at Biggie popping her gums, I was more annoyed about Jaden not doing anything, because it's like, girl, you hit some girl in the flowers over something that had nothing to do with you. Now this has fully something to do with you. No lie, I really do feel like Jaden should have popped on Biggie because of this, because it's just like, girl, who are you to tell me I can't have my glam in my kitchen? You sit here talking about this is your kitchen, girl. No, it's not. This is our stuff. And yeah, Jaden not pop it on Biggie. I felt like that was kind of lame, because it's just like, girl, you were doing all that over your birthday, some flowers. It's not like Biggie's the best fighter, but now you got this girl calling you out face to face over some BS, and I was just like, girl, I thought this was Baddies Midwest. She was just saying in her confessional, oh, I'm from the West Coast, what you want to do? Oh, you should have said that, because she had the easiest opportunity to punk Biggie, because not like if she would have said that, Biggie was gonna be like, oh no, let's fight. Like, you had the easy opportunity to, you know, to shut that down, let Biggie know, like, girl, you are not about that, and I'll come for you if you send for me. But her just letting Biggie do all that, it's just like, girl, out of everybody in this house, you let Biggie punk you. Please kick Jaden off Baddies Midwest. Like, no. And this the girl that y'all said beat up Krishan. Then you have Tinkerbell, Ivory, and DTV talking, and Diamond has one of those neck airport support things on. It's not even a real neck brace. She talking about her neck hurt. Ivory was just like, oh, you must have lost then, because yeah, like, you got this neck brace on. And so Tinkerbell tells her that, you know, Pretty P want to fight her. And Diamond was just like, okay, she understand, because she snuck the girl like, you know, 2-3 times. So, you know, she kind of understands. So it's just like, thank you for being a good sport, because, you know, this girl really does want to fight you. So yeah, be prepared. And tell me why Diamond talking about Pretty P belong on Sesame Street. Like, I really love all these clapbacks that they have at each other. Then Anna calls and she says she's putting in PTO for the day because she's sick. And that's because these girls are up north in Cleveland with freaking panties and crop tops on. It's like, yeah, y'all should have read the weather before y'all came down here. Everybody talking about it's cold. Like, yeah, because y'all naked in 20-degree weather. Like, I'm not surprised at all y'all don't got pneumonia right now, but next. I honestly loved Jayla in this moment. Like, I do like when I see the OGs take on like other roles. See, here's my thing with the OGs. the OGs like Jayla, Natalie, Rolly, Scotty, they should be kind of like the mediators. They should still stand on business. Don't get it wrong. If somebody come for them. But I really do like seeing them in this role. Like, you know, it's leadership roles. Not being way too turned. But if somebody come for them, not being, you know, meow meow. But yeah, I like seeing the OGs in this role. So Jayla talks to Slim and is basically trying to hear her side of the story on what's going on with her and Rolly. But Slim is basically crying, saying that, you know, she looks up to Rolly. She loves Rolly. Like, what could have gone wrong? Like, I don't know what could have happened. Like, I love Rolly. And Jayla's just looking at her like, right. I understand. And Jayla also looks good as hell in this scene. Like, I'll just say that too. Then Rolly and Natalie come down, and Rolly has opposite energy. She's like, girl, I don't care about any of these tears that you talking about. You talked on my son. You were on the internet talking that crap. You jumped in our fight, and I didn't even tell you to jump in our fight. And now you're sitting here confused on why there's beef. And yeah, like, I'm not on that crying, you know, making up stuff. And Natalie says again that she's going to leave the decision to Rolly. And Rolly walks out, and she's just like, look, I'm done with you, but if you get on the internet and say one more thing about me, my son, etc., you're going to be done. And Slim's just like, Rolly, I love you. And Rolly's just like, bro, I do not love you. Stop talking to me. I don't F with you. And all this that you're talking about is irrelevant because I really do not like you. And Slim is just kind of like looking like a sad puppy, and like she's confused. And it's just like, girl, at this point, you just need to let this friendship go. It's like she's trying to hold on to this friendship like Rolly was trying to hold on to her friendship with E.T. It's like, y'all let this TV stuff tear y'all apart, and now it's over. Like, let's just leave it at that. Y'all done took it to the internet. Y'all done did low blows about each other, and now it's over. It's done. It's done. So let's just hang it up. And Slim, Rolly's not gonna grant you permission to be in this house. So yeah, Natalie set you up to get your ass, you got flued out down here to get beat up, and that's just what it is. Like, you got your 10 minutes of fame. But y'all, tell me why Natalie asked Slim, was she on drugs? She said, are you on any type of substance? Like, Slim was like, no, I gained like 30-40 pounds. I was like, okay, ooh, okay. But something that did make me laugh, Slim was just like, she tells them like, yeah, y'all, I think I won 2 of those rounds. And Jayla's just like, girl, let me hold your hand when I say this, cause somebody needed to tell Slim to stop being Delulu, cause it's like, girl, you got beat up. Like, it's okay. You're not the only person in the world that got beat up. Like, shoot, like, it's so. And her saying that, you know, she's the only person that held their own against Rolly. It's just like, girl, cause E.T. held her own against Rolly. Shoot, Camila held her own against Rolly. Jayla beat Rolly up, so it's like, yeah, girl, like, yeah, like, I get it. You lost. You just in the pack of Rolly L's, and it's just like, girl, it's okay. Just admit that. Y'all, it was time for the bonfire. Okay. So the bonfire was crazy. Rolly brings up the Pretty P and DTB thing, and DTB basically tells her, like, you know, my neck's kind of hurting, but tomorrow, if you need that, I got that. I'm gonna demolish you. And Pretty P's just like, basically like, okay. She even tells her, I'm gonna give you a head start because I've been kind of waiting on my ones for you, and every time I do it, you've been ducking and dodging. Like, I thought bitches think you tough, line that shit up, but you're not trying to line that shit up, and that's okay. But if you want it tomorrow, I got it. And I was just like, she didn't say all that specifically, but that was the vibe I was getting, for real. Rolly's talking about the Slim situation and how it's over with for Slim, and Summer's in her confessional basically talking about it's up for Slim too, with her. Slim's not staying in the house and woo, and it's just like, I'm confused on how this whole Slim and Rolly thing had anything to do with her or any of the other new cast members. It's just like, girl, I get it. you want to show that you the littest person on the cast, the littest newbie, and that you want to do your big one. But it's like, Summer, like, don't get into this whole Rolly and Slim thing. It's already bad enough you look weird bullying Jazz. You coming in here and starting with Slim, like, it's really gonna make me look at you sideways, because it's like, girl, you do not want a storyline that bad. Just continue being outgoing and stupid, funny and whatnot, and I promise you'll get camera time. You starting an issue with Slim is not gonna make you the MVP of the episode. Like, yeah, girl, like, no. Then Summer also says that Emma, Pretty P, and Jazz are boring. Honestly, I agree that all of those people are boring besides Pretty P. It's like, I forget about Emma. Jazz, she's like, you know, but Pretty P, she's actually funny. Her commentary is funny, and she actually standing on business. And it's like, I wouldn't say she's boring. It's like Jazz tries to defend herself, and her and Dolly and Summer kind of go back and forth, and Jazz thinks Summer's using her for clout. And honestly, at this point, I have no choice but to agree, because it's like, Summer, you pressing the issue with somebody that claimed that they have no issue with you. So it's like, clearly you're gaining something about pressing that issue with her, and it's just like, but it's like, what are you gaining? Like, you just gained an enemy unnecessarily. Like, this girl had no issue with you. Y'all from the same city. Y'all could have linked up and been to Detroit Baddies on Baddie, but it's just like, she honestly could have let it go. So it does seem like you using her for some type of clout, and it's just like, Jazz barely got clout herself. It's like, yeah, she's on a show for being Cash Doll's friend, but girl, you're not Jazz, you're Cash Doll's friend. So the only way Summer would be connected with that is if she's in the Cash Doll thing, and it's just like, shoot, Jazz don't even got a name for herself over there. Like, I just found out that Jazz was the girl that was talking about 42 Doug being thick. So it's just like, yeah, girl, like, Jazz, like, I get it, but it kind of does give boring. It gives I'm reaping the benefits off of my peoples, because it's just like, yeah, girl, you was not Jazz. You was the girl that was on TikTok talking about 42 Doug, and you was Cash Doll's friend. So it's like, yeah, it does kind of get boring to me, boo. And Emma, it's just like, you wanted to fight Scotty over being something that everybody claimed that you are, and then that was just embarrassing for you, girl. So it's like, yeah, she can go too. But Pretty P, I don't get why people thinking she boring. Like, I want her to stay. So Bad Dolly is in her confessional talking about Emma and how Emma is boring, and all Emma does is play music. Like, and honestly, like I said, I wasn't gonna be messy again, but that confessional kind of gave me like the ick. It was like, all she play is music. Wake up, music. Wake up, music. It's like, girl, we get it. You got an accent, and Emma just listen to music. Like we get it, girl. Like, it's okay. Like, was that a reach, or did y'all not get the ew looking at that? Cause it's like, girl, like, no lie. Bad Dolly is like, they asked Pretty P and Jazz who they think should go home to, and Pretty P, I think she said Bad Dolly, and of course Jazz said Summer. And it's just like, yeah, Bad Dolly's just like, I was the most anticipated in the lot, and it's just like, oh, you really not acting like you that girl, because you really coming on here and you trying to be Summer's sidekick. Like, you're not showing us who Bad Dolly is, you're just showing us who Summer's sidekick is. So it's like, for like, this is what you wanted us to see, this is what the people wanted, like, for you to be somebody's sidekick. Is like, Bad Dolly, she's not eating like she thinks she is. Like, you can tell she thought she ate after her music confessional. She probably left that, like, you know what, people gonna use this as a sound on TikTok. It's like, no, girl, we not, and we not anticipating you anymore. Well, at least me, I kind of want you to leave, because it's like, shoot, I want to, like, because Summer can stand by herself, but it's like, it seems like you don't got nothing to do if you not being Summer's sidekick. So it's like, at this point, no lie, I kind of do want Bad Dolly to leave, because you not, like, Yeah, and that's just how I feel about it. Sorry. However, Emma tries to explain herself to not being bored. She's like, bro, Natalie, I know you be seeing me twerking in the club, bruh. Like, y'all just don't know me. And we're like, yeah, we don't know you because you're boring. You're not saying anything and you're not doing anything. Like, are you serious, girl? And she's basically just like, yeah, no, but I be twerking in the club. It's like, okay, girl, your twerking in the club don't even make it on the little B-rolls. So it's like, are you really doing something that's interesting? Cause your little like, you don't even make it in the B-rolls, and it's just like, yikes. But tell me why Ivory takes up for Emma, and then she tells Emma as she's taking up for her, bruh, fight them, and it's just like, I'm glad Emma did not fight them, but then Emma's in her confessional. She's just like, you know what? Like, I like Ivory. Like, I like her taking up for me. So it's just like I said, I'm not trying to be messy, but it's like, this is what you wanted. You wanted to be Ivory's friend. You wanted her approval or something because you getting hyped at her taking up for you. Girl, no, she's honestly trying to force you to fight. No lie, but if you take that as her being your friend and taking up for you, it's just like, I guess, girl, it just proves the point that you're lame and boring, because it's just like, you got somebody else taking up for you and then you got the same person telling you to fight. Like, who is this, your coach? Like, I'm confused. Natalie's just like, yeah, regardless, all y'all not going with us to the next city. Then they ask Emma who does she think should go home, and Emma says Summer. Big Lex says pretty PR Jazz. Summer says pretty PR Jazz. Ivory also says Jazz because she says that Jazz is kind of getting annoying because all she does is name drop people. Like, they don't get to know her. Like, girl, we just know that you're Cash Doll's friend and that you smashed 42 Doug. It's just like, yeah, I agree with that too. Like, girl, if we not gonna know Jazz, we just gonna know Cash Doll's friend. And girl, let me just get on Instagram and DM Cash Doll and ask her about you. Because clearly all you want to do is speak for her and prove that you know her. And it's just like, it's just weird. Like, yeah, at this point I'm on the fence of sending Jazz home too, because it's like, girl, be yourself. And Dolly says pretty P because she says Jazz and Emma look better than her. I was like, oh my gosh. And Pretty P was just like, okay, basically Bad Dolly is jealous of her. So Pretty P takes off her jacket and she's ready to fight. And she's just like, you know, like, basically, like, she ready to line all these girls up. And I'm just like, see, like, why do y'all not stand? Like, this girl's standing on business. She not scary. Like, she calling it out. And now it's to the point where it's like, y'all want her to leave? Like, I don't want her to leave yet. But before they start fighting, of course, the episode shuts off, and that was it. But it seems like next week, we getting a lot of action and a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people, and it seems like somebody's not going to the next city with them. So yeah, when y'all see that, I'ma see that. Then I will be back on here talking about it, y'all. We had 800 subs. Let's get the 900. And yeah, y'all do that. So in the meantime, I just want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.